Hi, I'm Chris Peacock, and this is The Vampire Diaries, Season 2, Episode 10, The Sacrifice. So, it's time for a little 4-episode mini binge, so I'm just going to get right into it, because I'm going to be here a while. Somebody here? Considering I don't think Elena even knows who that is, I'm going to say this is not a dream.
Elena!
I heard something.
Here you are.
Okay, not a dream. Hair, okay. Wait. We need to rewind. This is very important. Why does Elena even have pillows? Like, what point are those pillows serving? She just has them up at the... Like, I understand why some people have pillows, because they use pillows as... Oh, never mind. I'm not even going to get into it right now. I don't have time for this. This is like a 5-hour conversation right here. We'll just say, clearly Elena does not know how to use pillows. But that's not a requirement in a good character, so that's fine.
We're here for the moonstone.
Feel like tossing it over?
Tell you what. You get your little witch to hocus pocus me out of here. You can have whatever you want.
I thought you liked it in here. Nice and safe where Klaus can't get to you.
I've had time to reconsider.
Meaning you're hungry.
Bonnie just needs to find a way to release the seal long enough for us to get in, get the moonstone, and get out in time for her to return it.
Wow. I mean, it sounds like you guys already have it all planned out.
Yep.
What about Klaus?
We'll find him right after we get the moonstone.
Is that before or after he kills everyone that I care about, including the two of you?
I haven't even
Elena,
met him
if we
yet.
can
and I know
dispel the
we can...
moonstone, we can save your life.
Have you ever channeled another witch before?
What is that?
Say we put our energy together, we can double our strength. Pretty cool, huh?
Neat. Yeah, this whole plan is
Bad
gonna
idea.
work out
No,
'cause
it's
Bonnie's
not.
gonna bring
From
in
what
that
Stefan
other guy.
told me, your friend Slater obviously has more information about Klaus. How would you like to be able to walk during the daylight?
I've been a slave to shadows for 500 years. What do you think?
I think I know a witch who's willing to do whatever it takes to help. If you're willing to make a deal.
It's fair.
I'm really sorry.
You really
Please
do
don't.
look different. Like, he looks older. Like, I know it is later. Like, it's been time, but we're talking days, not... Like, I mean, he doesn't look like an old man or anything, don't get me wrong, but he looks older than he did the last time I saw him. Maybe it's just... Maybe it's the lighting? I have no idea.
And you're really gonna turn down my help?
Okay.
I might be able to lower the tomb spell long enough for you to get in there and grab the moonstone from Catherine.
Okay, we already know this guy's dead, so this is just gonna go nowhere.
Slater!
Is his body here? I'm gonna say yes.
I don't think he's gonna be much help. Stay here.
Alice?
Okay.
What will this do?
I can turn the metal to ash. Blow the ashes on her, and it'll incapacitate her for a minute or two. Long enough for you to get the stone and get out.
And these bolts and chains. I need new chains, but the bolts could still hold. think that's what this place was used for. Full moons.
How is she?
Overreacting. Big time.
Her boyfriend just died. There's no such thing as overreacting.
It was TSA for her. She didn't care about Satan. She was only dating him long enough to see if he'd turn her.
Klaus doesn't want to be pointed at.
Do you know Slater's computer password?
That's funny. We have vampires who are like, Klaus is just a myth. And here we have a human who's like, yeah. She knows Klaus is real, but doesn't know how to find him. But at least she knows he's real. That's just... I just find that funny. I mean, it does make sense, because different people have different knowledge. Doesn't matter how long you've lived. So, it does make sense that someone who is a vampire wouldn't just automatically know all about Klaus. Not that this girl knows all about Klaus, but she at least knows he's not a figment of someone's imagination. Actually, I don't know that he's not. I'm sure he isn't. That would be a twist. Klaus never existed. But Elijah definitely exists, so... Plus, I do know Klaus exists, because I know he has an actor.
Asking me that
I don't know
right
who the
now?
actor is, but I know
I
he
just
has
saw
one.
my boy. The hard drive's completely wiped out.
Yeah, probably whoever killed him.
Lucky for you, Slater was paranoid. Everything's backed up on our remote server.
Okay.
Tell him that we're trying to send a message to Klaus. The doppelganger is alive, and she's ready to surrender.
What? Oh my god. I knew I recognized you.
Get him the message, please. It's either me or my family.
So this whole charade was some suicide mission so that you could sacrifice yourself and save everyone else.
Cody is on his way, and he really wants to meet you.
So, is Cody a vampire or a human?
If you want it, you're gonna have to come here and get it.
Okay, don't go deeper in. You failed. Leave. Good enough.
I'm gonna be in the back playing with my new little toy. And you guys just give me a holler when you got the tomb open.
You know? Sure.
So how I...
Well, this is a waste of time. She's not even hiding.
Tribum. Nas.
She wants you to come here.
Esmatos sarvis. Naxex malom.
What's wrong? Nothing.
Oh. His power is helping and he doesn't even know it. Okay. I mean, I think he figured it out, but...
I chose the garage. I could deadbolt the door. It was far from the street so no one could hear. I bolted hooks to the floor for the carabiners. Like for mountain climbing.
Retractable cables.
It felt like I was drinking battery acid.
How would you know what that feels like?
Over an hour passed, nothing happened. It got so quiet I could hear my own blood pumping. I kept thinking I'd black out and not feel it, but I did. I felt all of it.
Well, it didn't take very long to climb out in the woods when he was in the back of the truck, so I think it's just the first time.
I'm not going with you.
You do not get to make decisions anymore.
When have I ever made a decision? You and Stefan do that for me now. This is my decision. I don't want to be saved. Not if it means that Klaus is gonna kill every single person that I love.
What was that echo?
You have to stop her. She's not strong enough.
Maybe she is.
What's going on?
It's Bonnie Bennett. She's channeling me.
Why would you let her do that?
He told me to bond with her, so I bonded.
You gotta stop her. Bonnie.
Even with the both of them? Really?
That's too bad. I'm still hungry.
Well, that
You know,
wasn't a
but-
fair trade.
Got it.
Whose house is this? I don't even know where we are. It's gonna be Matt either way. If it's Matt coming over to Tyler's house, he's gonna see her. If it's Matt coming over to her house, he's gonna see him. So either way, this is gonna be the same thing.
Hey.
Hey.
There's nothing here for you.
I killed you. You were dead.
For centuries now, Klaus would want to see her. Does anyone else know that you're here? No. Well, then you have been incredibly helpful.
Okay. So is he against Klaus? Because there was not even any hint of that in the last 2 episodes. I'm trying to think if there was and I missed it.
I spared him. He died before he let anything happen to her. They both would. She'll be kept safe.
For now.
Well, that's precisely what we need her to be. Safe. I don't need an escort to my room.
I don't know. Between here and upstairs, there's still time for you to do something stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I can't.
At least not today. You had a stupid day.
I'm sorry.
You don't deserve it. Tomorrow you can. But yeah. Probably won't be tomorrow either. It'll probably happen at some point, but probably not tomorrow. But not today. Today you need to go to bed and think about what you did. Idiot.
Stefan!
Don't you dare.
Stefan's in there, Damon. How could you let this happen?
What are you talking about? I was too busy saving you from your crazy kamikaze mission.
You didn't even have to go after the Moonstone in the first place.
It was the right call, Elena.
Promise me. No matter what happens, you'll protect her. Promise.
Okay. Alright. So. Okay. I have no problem with Elijah being on whatever side Elijah's on. I'm assuming he's not on Klaus's side. Either that or everyone's misinterpreting what Klaus wants. I'm not even going to try and guess. I haven't even seen Klaus, so I'll ignore that. If I do assume that Elijah is not really like maybe he's after he could be after Elena to protect Elena because he didn't know Elena, he didn't even know about Elena until right before he died. And everything, like, let's see, everything we've seen him do, he killed, I don't even remember his name, Rose's boyfriend, who was definitely an evil vampire, so who cares? He killed the other little vampire, the nerd, who I didn't get a vibe that he was evil, but he did know too much, just like Rose said. What else? Elijah has... That's really all he's done. He's killed those 3 that just came after Elena. Okay, let's just go over the plans here. Elena's plan was the right one if Elijah is working with Klaus. And there is no way for her to have known that Elijah wasn't working with Klaus because, 1, she didn't even know Elijah was still alive. So if we ignore Elijah completely and just remove him from the equation, her plan was right. She was in the right, sacrificing herself. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm glad she didn't end up sacrificing herself. I don't want her to die, and I don't even know. I don't know what Klaus's plan even is, because I don't know if anyone is right at this point. Because I don't know if Elijah has betrayed Klaus, or if Elijah's the only one that really knows what Klaus wants, and Klaus doesn't have any interest in any of this. When I said that I wanted Elijah dead, it was purely based on everything that I had seen up to that point. And I know I said I still feel that way. I don't really still feel that way. I don't have an opinion one way or the other. He's now neutral in my book. He's Jeremy. Jeremy is neutral for me. I hated Jeremy for the first several episodes. And then I liked him for a little while, and then he lost some points, and now he's just neutral. I could care less about Jeremy one way or the other. I don't care if he dies. I don't care if he lives. He's just Jeremy. That's where Elijah is for me right now. I don't care what happens to him. I'm sure I will care what happens to him at some point, because I pretty much now know that he is important. Not just right now, but important, period. I wasn't really spoiled on this, so I don't want to, yell at anyone or anything like, how could you spoil it? Because it wasn't really a spoiler. Somebody, and I'm not going to say who, just didn't like my anti-Elijah. Like I should like Elijah. And I'm seriously wondering, this is an honest, legitimate question, ignoring anything that happened after last episode, not this episode, but last episode. Ignoring anything happening after that, so just last episode and the one before it, the 2 episodes that we had seen Elijah in up until that point. Did you like Elijah? Yes or no? I don't care how you feel about Elijah after last episode, just in those 2 episodes, did you like Elijah? Was he one of your favorite characters ever in anything? Or was he even, if he's not one of your favorite characters now, was he one of your favorite characters even just within the context of this show? Or just even just a mildly entertaining character? Did you just kind of like him a little bit? I'm honestly curious. And again, only after those 2 episodes. Not anything to do with this episode and not anything to do with future episodes, of which I know he will be around. And again, I wasn't spoiled. No one actually said he's the main character of the originals, which I don't know that he is. No one said anything like that. I'm assuming he is in the originals, though. That's just an assumption, though. That is an assumption. No one spoiled that for me. Klaus could be the main character of the originals. I don't know. Could be a character we haven't met. No one said anything like that. No one. All that was said was, and again, this wasn't the exact wording. It was that I should already. They didn't say I should already like Klaus. They just said it was weird that I didn't. And again, even that wasn't the exact wording. And again, I'm not trying to throw this person under the bus, because that's not really a spoiler. Defending defending Elijah is the name I mean to say here, it's not really a spoiler. And I'm not really upset. I'm not at all. I don't feel like it's natural for me to have liked his character in those first 2 episodes. I mean, even if I liked the portrayal of the character, I could say something like, the actor did a really good job playing a complete jerk who I didn't like, and he did. The actor was good. And again, I'm only talking about those 2 episodes. I'm not talking about this episode. I'm not talking about episodes I haven't seen yet. So, I don't know. I'm kind of losing track of what I'm saying. All I request is that you keep in mind where I am in the show. I could very well change my mind on Elijah, and he could become my favorite character in the series. He could become my favorite character on the originals. I'm still assuming he's in the originals. I'm pretty sure that's a safe assumption. I mean, I don't know. The way he was set up in in the last 2 episodes was that he was like one of the top henchmen of the main villain of the season, or the series rather. I don't know how long the originals are even going to be in this show. I mean, as far as anyone but Elijah's concerned, they haven't been introduced yet. I don't even know. Did those people that came to the door, who were they? Vampires or were they humans? Oh, to the door. The people that came to the house to pick up Elena. They were clearly not originals, and they clearly didn't recognize Elijah by face, but they did by name. He's clearly betrayed Klaus, because if Klaus had known they were there, because the guy, he asked if anyone knew they were there, and I don't think he would have killed them if the right people had known they were there. Or maybe he still would have killed them, but he would have made it look different, like how they died would have been different. It seemed like they were surprised that I didn't like the character, which told me that I should. And it's different with Damon, because I knew going into the Vampire Diaries that Damon was a fan favorite character. But of course he was. That's that kind of character. I've seen Damon before. I haven't seen Damon before, but I've seen Damon. The Damon character. And I don't mean to be underplaying Damon right now, but that character is always a fan favorite character, whatever you want to name him. And again, I feel like by comparing Damon to just random other characters in that way, I do feel like I'm devaluing Damon, and I apologize for that, because it's not what I mean to do, but I just mean to say, even on lesser shows, we'll say, there's not always, but there can still be a character like they fill the Damon role, and they're always a fan favorite character. I'm not saying that they're equal to Damon. Some of them are better than Damon. I'm going to stand by that. Spike. But that's the only one I'm going to mention.